It starts off, boom, like all these noise happening, just a regular downtown noise. And then you see a little soccer ball hit the ground. And you see a shadowy figure push the kid out the way. Oh, shit. Then the narrator was like, this is a story about Yusuke Urameshi. He's 14 years old. It was about to be a story about a brave hero, but instead, it's about Yamcha. I was like, oh my God. After that, they were just like, well, y'all want to know how he died? But let's look at this day. He on the roof of the school, and then Keiko shows up. Keiko was just like, bro, I see you like once every 10 days.
This shows up to school 3 times a month. That's crazy.
After he talked with her, he just like, F this shit, I'm leaving school.
It's funny, on his way to leave school, he hears motherfuckers like,
he's, how the fuck you get that wallet? He's like, shit, man. Went up to a nigga, I was like, bro, I'm Yusuke's cousin. He was like, oh, what if he hear it?
man, ain't nobody worried about him. He's a fucking blockhead. He doesn't even know what a cousin is. He can't spell it.
He said, what's up, cuz? Bruh, let me tell you how scared these nope was. When he snuck up on them, they cornered themselves. He said, look, a wall! He just took off. The teacher said, hey!
Put that fist down, young man.
He looked at the kids, looked at them scared. He looked down, seen the wallet. He said, I know exactly what happened. You're holding these kids' parents hostage. What? He said, I took their parents. He looked at the kids. He said, is my mama safe? He said, bro, you... I'm out, my niggas. I'm out. He said, let me go and protect my neighborhood. It was just like Cool Bars. Nope. Didn't even see him at first. Kicked the can. He said, hey, who fucking kicked my can? He said, oh my God, he kicked Cannibal Lecter. I was like, bro, you named litter. I was like, bro, get the fuck out of this shit. Y'all just want to fight. He said, Yusuke, get right over here. I'm about to headbutt your fist.
Yusuke is like, you caught me on the perfect day. I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm about to rearrange your whole shit.
He hit that nope so hard it looked like what Debo did to Red. This is my can, punk. And he over there, he see this little kid playing dangerously too close to traffic. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a father because fathers are hard. So they're gonna be like, oh, you're playing soccer and looking at the soccer ball? No, you're supposed to be looking up. Control the ball, son. Bro, he was just like, yeah, he looked left and right. Nope. I was like, bro, calm down, bro. And then when he seen that he did take off on the boy, he tried to do like funny faces and shit. Yeah. He said, oh, mom, he's raccoon.
It's like, now stay out of traffic, be safe. Then you hear tires screech.
And this little kid was like, I'm Ronaldo. Burr, burr. Jump, push this kid, save this kid's life. He was like, bro, I just died. My hair look good as a bitch though. I'm clean in this bitch.
Now my shoulder is leaning in this bitch.
I was like, I fuck with this shit though.
This nigga Yusuke is violent from the rip at every occasion. Because when he sees the paramedics come, he's like, yo, don't touch my body, and swings at the paramedics.
Hey, I'm touching my ass. Oh, I missed.
You know what just happened. Why are you swinging at the fucking paramedic? So I guess I'm dead. And somebody pulls up next to him. You know, you're a bright kid for figuring that out so quickly.
Who the fuck is that?
I am the Grim Reaper. I ain't never seen a Grim Reaper in pink. You sure? Yeah, so you weren't actually supposed to die there. He's like, but the kid was gonna get hit. No, you were a distraction. If you hadn't jumped into traffic, the car would have swerved left and the kid wouldn't have been hurt as bad either.
He was gonna swerve right in that corner. Whoa. He said, you better hold this fucking soccer ball, don't let that shit go. They go to the hospital, they see the kid, and then the doctor was like, you got a couple bumps and bruises. I'm sorry to tell you, this little nigga slow. She was like, oh my God. Hugged her so much. So he was just like, all right, well, I know the boy good. Take me to heaven, take me to hell, whatever the fuck I gotta go.
There is an opportunity for you to come back to life. Nah, I'm cool. I'll stay dead. He's like, but you have family. Who cares about you? No, I don't. My mom's an alcoholic. I don't have friends. I don't give a fuck.
But then she was like, wait a minute, how about I take you to your wake? And honestly, that's an interesting way to find out what people think about you. As he got to that wake, his mom was like destroyed.
Yeah, she was crushed.
You see Keiko and her girls walk out, Keiko just like destroyed.
The saddest shit to me was when Kuwabara showed up.
Just give me one more round. Come on, get up. No, I need more reach. And nigga was just like, I want to stay. She's like, I told your dumbass, Yusuke.
Now let's go.
I laughed so hard. He said, I got to prepare myself, bro, because you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a real that's taking over there. Probably going to be like 50 feet tall. He said, let me go for the jugular or let me go for the throat. Go for the eyes. I'm going to get this. Let's go.
I was like, why are you so violent?
This nigga pulled up, cracked his knuckles. He was like, yo, who the fuck wants some? Nope. He was like, hey, he's invisible. No, down here. He looked. Oh, bitch.
Like, you got a pacifier, nigga. Get out my face.
He said, you supposed to have a blinky, not a binky, nigga. You old bitch ass nigga, bro. I saved a kid older than him.
But in short, he gives Yusuke an egg that he's supposed to hold on to.
Which anything he does, his emotions that he's feeling will actually nourish the egg with the feelings that he's doing, the good or bad. And then when it cracks, it's either going to be some horrible fucking monster, or it's going to be able to help him restore. I can't remember what
it's supposed to guide him towards coming back to life.
Yeah.
So after that, he's supposed to pass on that he's coming back to life to somebody. He goes to tell Keiko.
He was like, all right, please, let's see if Keiko. This bitch crying? Oh my! And then he went in there, and then he was just like, hey, I need you to take care of my body.
Wipe the tear away, let you know I was really here. That shit did not work, by the way. All right, then what the fuck am I gonna do now? They aren't believing me through the dreams, so Botan, what's the other option? Well, there is a way. You would have to possess somebody, though. How the fuck do I do that? Well, the person has to be spiritually in tune, and they have to be close to you. Well, there's nobody like that. Kurobara out of nowhere gets a fucking tickle in his spine.
He's like, how you doing, Kurobara? Let me whisper in your ear. What the fuck is that? Nigga was just touching my spine. I don't know. You don't say shit like that out loud, Kurobara. Botan was just like, all right, so what you can do right now is a possession. You kind of got to blank his mind out, but you only got 1 hour. Because if you don't, it'll fuck this nigga up for life. He already fucked up. It would be worse. It'd be that fucking kid. What kid are you talking about? You go back to the wake. You see the kid just like, hey, Ma, can I play with this kid when he gets out of that casket? Oh, my God, baby, no. No, God. He's lost to me. Goes back to Kurobara. Oh, that kid. Go back to Yusuke. He's like, oh, that kid. He jumped in that shit. Boom, just took off. En route to Keiko, this had to fight a platoon of children, bro.
He fought the whole city.
He put the city on his back. Like,
this fought a town in an hour.
Even one was just like, bro, I ain't been punched like this since Yusuke was alive. Then he was like, bro, I can't find Keiko. And then Keiko's homegirls walk out this door, and they were just like, thank God Yusuke's dead.
Keiko needs to get over it, because she's getting a bad reputation.
Yusuke Kurobara's body was like, what you need? Took off running, beat feet. He like, I needed to get to them to find out where Keiko was. And Keiko come out the store. Sorry guys for taking so long.
Where the fuck did they go?
And Keiko was just like, I don't know this. So I'm gonna keep it moving. Then he was just like, I only got 15 fucking seconds. How the fuck am I gonna make her realize it's me?
This nigga was like, only got 4 minutes. He's like, I can't just talk to her like this. I have to do something that she knows that I would only do. Sexual assault.
He ran up to me like, very soft titty meat.
Yusuke, foul! Smacked the fire out that nigga. Up his whole hairline.
You see him rubbing his face. She was like, Yusuke? He was like, oh, you didn't need to do that. I know how you talk, how you move, how you do stuff to know that it's you.
How you laugh, how you blink. I know everything there is to know about. I would never forget that in 100 years.
He was like, Keiko, calm down, bitch. I got 15 seconds. All right, go and look over my body. Throw away all the alcohol.
From my mom burned this bitch down by mistake.
And she was like, oh, Yusuke. He was like, yeah, I'm coming back. So they hugged. Kurobara came up. Then looked back, seen he had a girl in his arms. He's like, jackpot.
She smacked the shit out of him.
She was like, she was just like, I'm sorry about that. He's like, probably deserved it. So she just running. Gets to the house. Yusuke mom pulled up. She was just like,
Yusuke, he's coming back. She's like, I know. I just felt his pulse as I went in there to punch him in his face. They hugged, had a nice little heartwarming moment together. Episode ends.
So the next episode is called La Promise of a Man, right?
The start of the episode, Kurobara got in a fight because he was protecting Keiko.
Yeah, them niggas pulled up. They was like, wanna have a good time with me? She said, y'all niggas is hoes. Beat this bitch in public. Kurobara like a real, he's the Keiko. Go and hit school up. I got this.
One of them goes to throw a punch at Kurobara's gut. That shit.
0 damage.
They beat the fuck out them niggas.
Not really, because they was tussling. Them was fighting. They rolled down the hill. You don't do that shit when you growing up no more. That's when you go into the house and your mama say you smell like outside.
Nigga got grass stains all over his uniform. Yusuke would never.
They pulled up in the school and this teacher with only 2 teeth.
I hate that, bro.
He was just like, hey.
Yeah, I know y'all got in a fight. You smell like you lost.
He's like, who the fuck is Earthy?
I'm tired of y'all getting in fights before school. So you know what? You, Kurobara henchman number 3, I know you're working because school allows you to work. I'm taking that shit from you now. They're like, no! I have to support my mom and my family at 14. That's a crazy responsibility at 14.
So he was just like, no, don't put that shit on my put that shit on me. And what consequences? He said, you can't fight for a week. He said, Kurobara, tell him 2 hours, you ain't gonna make it a week.
A week? As soon as he steps outside, it's on. Nature has it out for him.
He's like, bro, you don't see this smell like grass? He fought allergies on the way here. School ends, he walks outside. This didn't make it up. Block.
And gets back.
Them niggas was trying moves out on him. It was like, hey, let's do the ring around the rosies. That nigga got punched by everybody. Like, ring around the rosies. That nigga was, these just had like a bonfire around his body. Started stomping this out. It's like, oh, fire. Fire.
That nigga shows up to school the next day. Like, God damn. That nigga look like Martin in the face.
Yes, he did. And the teacher came back up to him. He was like, hey, talk to all the other teachers, and they said that I was being light with you. What we gonna do now is you can't fight for a week, and all y'all know got to get a 50 plus on y'all next test. We all got this shit. I got like a 32 on the last one. I just got to study a little bit.
Well, I already passed one of them. I got a 57. Another dude was like, yeah, I got like a 40 something. Kurobara, what you get?
I had so intentions to make a joke about that, but the joke is when what he said. That nigga said, I got 7. I was like, damn.
This got his name right.
Bro, that's it. That's it.
I'll give it to him. He was fully dedicated.
Yes, he was.
That whole week, all he was doing was studying and getting beat.
Bro, you gotta have real ops to make them whoop your ass at a fucking bookstore. They really looking for you, man. Nope. They were actually like kinda like gentleman ass whoopings. Cause the dude was just like, come on, big guy. Go and take your lumps. Cool, bro, like, ah! Beat this down. The whoopings were so bad that he couldn't even stay awake when he was studying. Because when Yusuke pulled up to that in the house, bro, he was leaned over them test books. But Yusuke a real ass because he went to his dreams and still helped him study. So then the next day you see him walk into class, studying on the way and shit, you know, making sure he was good. And then his ops again roll up on him. They about to run up on him. Yusuke was gonna let that shit go. They was like, oh no, no, he's about to get a test. You gonna beat the answers out of him? No. Kurobara went around the corner. They ran to chase him. Knocked over one girl. Knocked her unconscious. That's crazy to get knocked unconscious at the beginning of your day. You didn't have breakfast yet. This nigga went to her body, took off. The whole time I'm thinking, I was like, how's a girl who don't really have like, you know, you punch with a girly hand, that shit ain't gonna do nothing. Nah, she had whatever that briefcase she was, full of notebooks to the back of a neck.
When I was watching, I was like, Yusuke, you don't realize the consequences of your actions. She's a target now.
Possibly.
Ain't no possibly.
Bruh, he knocked him out and then picked him up to beat him again. It's a strong possibility that amnesia is involved.
He beat the memory of them getting beat by her out of
He said, we lost to Kurobara again. You find out that Kurobara did the test, and then everybody was just like, hey, yo, how you do? Bro, I got a 53. How? They graded it already? He was like, no, I remember the questions, looked at my textbook, and noticed that I got a 53 on that bitch. Nope. We good. Whole ass two teeth nigga was just like, this got a 53, that's bullshit. And he was like, no. He said, let me show you a different grading technique. And just erased it. I cried laughing.
And what makes it worse, when he goes to take it to Kurobara, it's like, you were so close. Kurobara looks at that shit, there's no fucking way. Looks down, sees a smudge mark. They ain't even erase it good.
Kurobara ran up on this, started to punch him in his face, and then it looked like Urameshi kind of like stopped him. So he was like, man, f that shit. He walked out. The teacher was like, yeah, look at that delinquent. He almost tried to punch me because he failed that test. Principal like, nigga, I'll be one to duff your dumb ass off if I see that you cheated me too.
Now fix that fucking grade.
Homeboy's just like, hey, yo, bro, we all got over 50, bro. We good. Thank you, my nigga. But I quit my job. Huh? We did this for nothing. The episode started off with the investigator showing up.
She's supposed to be analyzing if he's even worth the effort
being
of
brought
bringing it back to life.
She went to go check out Keiko, and then she was just like, good grades, stern with her friends, but still nice, very kind.
Volunteers at the homeless shelter. Why does she like you?
And that's when you see her at the house.
And sees how irresponsible his mother is, because the house is a fucking dump. So dirty, Yusuke is dusty.
Yusuke had a book on him that she was not reading.
Goes to clean him off and gets attracted from dusting his fucking face.
And Yusuke was like, why is she looking at me like that? You don't understand girls, do you? Nope. Just watch a little bit longer. He said, Keiko, get the fuck away from my body, bitch.
I don't consent.
She was lip to lip with Yusuke. Out of nowhere, you hear,
Warning, warning. Is a bitch trying to kiss dead bodies. Warning, warning.
she was like, was I about to? Oh shit, I need to leave. Then she just ran out the house, right? You see this one person come from around the corner, open up the window. He said, yeah, this is for that drunk bitch trying to cheat me when I was at the fucking bar. Threw that bitch straight into the trash. He said, that's what you get, you drunk bitch. House engulfed immediately. This nigga Yusuke body was perfectly still. Covers burning, just... Botan went to go to Kuwabara, and then as soon as he got there, this nigga was like, oh, the tickle.
It's telling me to go this way.
He see that fire, he like, oh shit, that 4th Street? All right, let me go. Then out of nowhere, you hear like Keiko walking away. Somebody just like, hey, did you hear? That place is on fire on 4th Street. She was like, I was on 4th. Oh shit, did I leave the stove on? You see like the shit's on fire. Keiko just like, nah, don't move, get off of me. She get there, she was like, oh no, hold on, bitch. She said, there's a dead body in there. They was like, hey, is this bitch trying to kiss a dead body? We heard about that shit from the car.
I was like, you cowards, how dare you not save somebody who's already dead?
So she is struggling. She barely made it to Yusuke's body, then wrapped him up correctly. Probably were like, it wasn't no water or nothing. So it was just in that cover that was burning already. She barely gets him to the door frame and everything get bad. And then that's when the investigator was just like, you know that the egg you holding holds spiritual energy. So if you throw that shit in there, it might save Keiko. He's like, I wish somebody would have told me at the beginning of the day I had to make this choice. Then he's like, nope, world need her more than me. Threw that shit. Opened it up, Kuwabara showed up, pulled her out. He's like, all right, Keiko, what was I carrying the whole time? That shit was heavy. She opened that shit up, and it was Yusuke. He said, oh, bitch, you kiss the dead bodies.
He said, let's get out here before the cops get here. They tell Yusuke, yeah, it's over, dog.
I was like, yeah, that was
I
it.
don't know what to do. And that's when, what's his name, shows up. Kawema is like, no, there's another way. I like what you did there. So here's your second chance. So he explains to Yusuke, basically, I'm gonna pour this energy into your body. That's gonna be the spiritual side. But the physical side, somebody that cares about you has to make contact with you by mouth to bring you back. And you have to convey that message to them in their dreams. The first person was Kuwabara.
Kuwabara got up. He's like, go!
That nigga got up, was like,
damn, that nigga dead. He's like, that's crazy. R.I.P. you're a meshy.
Tries to tell Keiko. Keiko again is like, that shit won't real. His body's not even glowing. Why Kawema didn't tell Yusuke? Because he's like, your body's gonna glow, and that's gonna be the opportunity for somebody to come in, make contact with you, bring you back. Never explained to him, it starts at your feet, and throughout the day, it gradually moves up. That would have been useful information, so Yusuke can tell that to whoever he wanted to bring him back. Then she has a fucking emergency with her mom.
Yeah, her mom overworked, passed out.
And you know what's crazy? When the principal went to her classroom to tell her what had happened, he just opens the door and said, hey, your mom's dying. Close the door. So she says, end up staying in the hospital for the day. Mm-hmm. So Yusuke's like, I'm dead. She not going nowhere. Botan has a bright idea. She's like, I think I got something. Possesses her mom to say,
Keiko, this is your chance. Kiss that fucking dead body.
She takes off.
She got into that house, got halfway in the living room, then dropped her shoes off.
Jumps on his face. Makes it just in time.
Yusuke was like, hey. She was like, you won't dead? That shit. But I ain't gonna even lie, that shit was cold.